Hey, Roundup family. Greetings, Roundup family. How are you doing? Greetings. This is Kris Haskins with the realestateroundup.com. Every Wednesday, I have the pleasure and the honor to pour into you, along with my friend, colleague, confidant, Mr. Transaction Engineer.
Yes,
Are you doing?
sir. How you guys doing today?
Yeah, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Roundup family, we are so blessed to be able to raise your financial literacy through our mission and our ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Go ahead. I'm going to let Eddie vent real quick, then we'll get to what we're talking about. Go.
I've been waiting for this moment, Kris. I've been waiting. So, listen. Okay, you buy the course, right? I got several people. They buy the course, right? You get 60 days email coaching. You get I think 60 days of the Q&A. We have Q&A 3 times a month. And you help, you do as much as you can to help people. They want to take advantage of the situation, brother Kris. I'm like,
They
listen,
push
man,
you.
now it's been a couple of, I'm not gonna say a name, but everything's been over with. Like your 60 days is up. It's been up about 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But they still want to keep calling in like you a coaching client or you
No,
pay
they just disregard.
man. My time is busy, man. I can't listen. I got stuff to do, man. So
Disregard the
your time
fact
is
that.
over. 60 days over. I'm sorry, guys. You got to pay for consultation, or you need to sign up for coaching. That's that.
That's fair. So I get to get. So you're telling me if I get your pretty and ugly house system, I get to call you for 60 days?
Well, it was supposed to be email coaching only, but since we've been working on some deals together, we exchanged
Yeah,
numbers, so
you
it
gotta
went
do
a
that.
little bit beyond that.
Yeah,
But now the time clock is over. I got to make room for other people, man.
that's true. Yeah. And coaching something, Eddie, what I have found is people will push you to the max until you kind of push back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people think they can call you 8, 9 o'clock at night. Come on, man. Have a little respect.
I'm spitting on that one.
My
I know how
God.
that is, bro, Eddie. You know what? Thank you for doing your service. The more you give, my friend, the more you give, the more the universe wants you to give. But you got to
Right.
just kind of have. I found that it's kind of hard to get even exchange. Some people would want to pay. Some people say, look, how much you charge? What is it going to be? How much? Let's do this.
Right. But that coaching, man, it's not a little simple task, man. It's a lot of
No.
work you got to do. Like you babysitting.
Well, it's crazy, Eddie, because there is Roundup family. If there's anything you're getting from my content, I want you to know that there is no cookie cutter system that is going to work for everybody from California to New York. It's just not going to work.
Right. And another thing, you got to be patient and you got to be diligent, diligently working at it, and you can't stop. A lot of people, they get frustrated after 30 days if they haven't closed on anything.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
My question to you is, have you been tracking your marketing? First thing, have you been marketing?
Mm-hmm.
Second, have you been tracking your marketing?
Yeah.
Thirdly, do you even know your call scripts?
Wow.
So you got to put the work in order to get the return, guys. You got to put the work in,
Yeah.
and you'll get the return back.
Nice. I like that. You know what? I think it's all in the numbers, right? If you look at those numbers, it's almost like they have a spirit that can tell you. Would you say?
Yeah, and it's all about the numbers game, and mindset. I was just talking to a coaching student this morning. He came back. I was like, it's a couple of things. First, it's all mental. So the first part about it, you got to get your mindset around that you're going into a new field. So you got to put the energy into it and learn the information first. So first you got to get your mind around the idea that I'm starting something new. I got to put some time and energy into this stuff and learn it.
Yeah.
It's not you learn the stuff instantly. Boom, you got to check in a week.
Mm-hmm.
You got to cross a couple of hurdles and stuff. You got to cross a couple of hurdles and learn the information first.
Nice.
So first you got to get your mindset around that. Then you got to get your mindset around the belief that you can really do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's another thing to see somebody else doing it, but until you actually do it and execute, you won't know if it works or not.
Nice.
And you got to have resilience. You can't give up until you get the deal closed, until you find a deal and close it. It's usually the first deal is the hardest because you got to get your mindset around that. Once you get your mindset around that you can do it, build up that belief system, and don't quit, you'll close the deal. And once you close the deal, it's on. Now you really believe that you can do it. Now you're going to continue to do it.
It's almost like you're telling the universe. You're telling the universe like it can be done.
Right.
I love it. My mentor calls it bandwidth. Everybody has to. We start off with a certain bandwidth. Just like on your cell phone, you can only take but so much. And some people can't even take but that, and they're done.
Yep.
They can't even grow. Your bandwidth has to be stretched before you can figure this thing out.
Yeah, you can't quit, man. Because like I said, one of my first wholesale deals, I was gonna make 40 grand. Blew up on it.
Gone.
I could have easily been like, oh, this stuff don't work, man. I quit. But look, I had to quit my job to go see my boy Ron LeGrand, so I was all in. I couldn't quit. With three kids, shoot, I had to keep going, Kris. My back was against the wall.
It's funny you mentioned that, man. Eddie and I, let's get to this. Eddie and I will be in North Carolina. I think it's called, let me see the name of that town. Where is it called? Eddie, I'm honored to be able to finally meet my boy, Eddie.
Yes,
we're going to finally meet you, dog.
Man, we got a party going on next week. We're going to learn a lot of information. Bring y'all a lot of content, too, next week.
Yeah, so listen, Roundup family, what's going on is the reason I wanted to let you know. I'm going to see, hopefully I'll be able to get Jay on the line here. We're going to be going to a place called Emerald Isle, North Carolina, Roundup family. Jay Connor is having his live event, and we have negotiated once again. You know, your boy is working on your behalf.
Yes,
Negotiated. It's typically $3,000. He's giving it to us for $400 if you want to go to this live event. And Eddie and I are going to be there for 3 days. So you get to come hang out with Mr. Transaction Engineer
and my boy Kris. So make sure y'all come down, man. Jay is a very knowledgeable guy. He learned from Paul too. Our real estate pops. Yep. So hey, man, you give him a lot of great information.
That's right. If you want to sign up, the link is below. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get Jay on the line. He said he might be around, may or may not be around. It'd be nice for him to kind of tell us exactly what this thing's going to be about. See if I can
that's an unbelievable price too, Kris.
$400. $400.
God, man.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Jay, Kris Haskins.
Hey, Kris, how you doing, my man?
I'm blessed, man. I'm grinding as usual, just grinding.
I love it. So what you got going on?
Hey, you know what? I know you invited Eddie and I out to your event next week, but I was just curious if you had a few seconds. I know you're crazy busy, just to kind of tell my Roundup family members a little bit about the content that you're going to be sharing with us next week.
Yeah, sure. As a matter of fact, I'm in between two coaching calls right now. I got an appointment today in my real estate attorney's office to close 2 deals in about 45 minutes.
Wow.
So I could just sit right here at my desk and glad to join you.
Okay, cool. I'm going to send you a link. You can join our live content right now.
All right, send it on.
Thanks, Jay. All right, bye.
Yes, Jay, sir. Guys, look, man, $400.
You got a bus tour.
You're going to blow the money somewhere else. You might as well invest in your freaking education, man. If you want to go to the next level, you got to stay plugged into this real estate stuff. You can't just go to one seminar, one course, and then disappear for about 3 years and then think, you're going to close 100 deals. You got to stay plugged into the energy, guys.
Let's see if I can get them. And the guy's live event is actual deals. I'm like, this is crazy. Jay.
Hey, my man, Kris, how are you?
Just grinding, my brother. Just grinding. You're looking good as usual.
Man, you even looking shiny today too. Now, let me tell you, looking shiny.
Right, gotta sharp it up. Jay, this is my friend, Mr. Transaction Engineer. He's going to be coming with us down there.
Yes,
awesome. Sir. Hey, Eddie, it's great to meet you here on the virtual world. But man, it's going to be even better to have you all right there at my live event where we get to hang out. I'm excited.
Me too. I can't wait to get up there, Jay.
Man, that's awesome. And so Eddie, I invited Kris, I guess it was this past weekend, to come join me, bring his Roundup family with him, and invite you too. So you going to be able to come too, Eddie?
Yes, sir. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
That's awesome. So you're going to be there. So yeah, Kris, I don't know if you've told your Roundup family yet, but you like beat me over the head whenever it was Monday. I think it was Monday, day before yesterday. You beat me over the head to put a special deal together for your Roundup family. So we did. So I agreed on my $3,000 event. It's called the Real Estate Cash Flow Conference. We agreed to let everybody in for only $397. You know, in the real estate investing world, the going rate is $1,000 a day. I mean, you know that at the Quick Start Boot Camp, $1,000 a day. So we're gonna do only $397 for all 3 days. And I tell you what, in fact, let's go ahead and we put this special link together for your Roundup family.
Okay.
And whenever you can put it up there on the video, it's www. Is it already up there?
Well, it's on the video link description. They can go look right below and they can see it right now.
And they can even click on it when they want to. It'll take them right there, right?
They sure can. I'm
So,
going to type it in. What is it, J.com?
so it's www.jayconner.com/Kris Live, spelled KRISLIVE. Yep, that's it right there on the video.
Yeah.
So what I'm so excited on this is I got a special speaking slot for you, Kris. And if Eddie wants to join you on stage and you all bounce off each other on stage, I'll leave that up to you, Kris.
Okay.
But we got you a speaking slot to where you'll be training and interacting with your Roundup family. But if you want to, Kris and Eddie, we can take just a couple of minutes right now and we can give everybody an overview as to the highlights of what they're going to learn at this live event and why they need to cancel whatever their plans are and get to this live event if they are serious about making money in real estate.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, look, if Roundup family, if you ain't serious, then you don't need to come to this event and waste your time. Wait. And I don't care if you've done 0 deals or you've done 100 deals. You're going to learn here in just a second as to why you need to be at this event. So, what we're going to be. Go ahead, Kris.
I'm like, Eddie's been doing it since 2005. I've been doing it since 2004, and I'm still coming to get my recharge, man. I love it
too, man.
Oh my lands! Hey, look, I go and attend in the high-end mastermind groups I'm in. I'm in 2 different groups, and we meet. I go to 4 with one and 3. I go to 7 real estate investing conferences a year as a student.
Wow.
As an attendee. And I've been doing this since 2003, right?
Unreal.
The reason I keep going, keep the energy, keep the focus. But you know what? The business changes. What worked in marketing, 2 years ago may not be working so good today. So we got to stay on top of it. But, and you already know me, Kris. I mean, I do like 3 transactions a month here in a little small town area, only 40,000 people in Eastern North Carolina. But my average profit is $67,000 per deal.
Yeah, that's stupid.
So that's what I want to do.
We're not getting that here
at the event.
Yeah, we're not getting
how anybody, and of course, out there in California, you can't even buy an outhouse for $500,000. But so your average profit out there in California doing it my way is going to be like triple that.
Oh,
wow.
But here in Eastern North Carolina and average America, very easy to average profits between $60,000 and $70,000.
That's crazy.
So, Kris, I enjoyed being on your YouTube show last week.
Oh, man.
But for those that weren't there, I'm known as the private money authority, right? So I started doing the business in 2003, but I was cut off with no notice. I was relying on the local banks, Eddie, and they cut me off in 2009 with no notice, along with the rest of the world, right?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? The crash hit. And so my definition of coincidence is God's way of staying anonymous. And in less than 2 weeks of being cut off from the banks, I was introduced to this wonderful world of private money. In less than 90 days, I raised and attracted over $2,150,000 in private funding. Right now, I got about $7.5 million that we churn from house to house to house. Got 44 private lenders. So at this event, so here's the deal. At this event,
What's the dates, Jay? I got my dates here.
Yeah,
October 9th.
October 9, 10, and 11. That's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, I'll tell you, when your Roundup family goes to this special URL, jconnor.com/Kris Live,
Yep.
and they register, they will immediately get an email confirmation giving them the hotel resort. I mean, it's beautiful. It's oceanfront. It's right on the beach. What no better in the year to be right here at the beach in Eastern North Carolina.
Wow.
But here's the deal. When you get that email confirmation, your people have got to call immediately the resort. There'll be a phone number to the resort. Now, as of 2 hours ago, there was only 2 rooms left. But that's not a problem. Not a problem. We had 2 rooms left at the resort 2 hours ago. But the hotel resort has negotiated another special room block at a cheap rate at a hotel that's very near the resort where we're having the event. So
call them up.
So don't trip. Do you not have your room yet, Kris?
Dude, I've been dealing anyway.
Hey, when you finish this show, you have got to call the resort. Because I'm telling you, there's 2 rooms left 2 hours ago. But anyway, we need to have you and Eddie for sure there at the resort. But what I'm gonna be teaching at the event, of course, y'all are gonna have a teaching session as well. I'm gonna be teaching over the course of those 3 days the 4 pillars of my success in business. So I've got 4 pillars, and these pillars work. Again, whether you got somebody that's never done a deal yet, don't know nothing about real estate investing, or they are a seasoned real estate investor and done a lot of deals. So let's name the pillars, and then I'll talk about each one for just a quick minute, if that's all right.
Yep.
So first pillar is finding deals. All right. So regardless of how you fund them or your strategy, or if you're wholesaling, you got to know how to find them, right?
Right.
Second pillar is funding deals. So we're going to find them. We're going to fund them without relying on banks or your credit. And we ain't talking hard money either. All right. This is not hard money. All right. And for those of you out there around that family that's ever borrowed hard money, God bless you. Next week, I'm going to set you free.
Good.
From the hard money.
That's hard money.
I'm not talking high rates and all that stuff. We'll talk about that in a second. Third pillar is flipping. All right. So fast selling, fast selling. So if you're into rehabbing, I'll teach you that. If you're not into rehabbing, you just want to do the pretty business, I got a whole session on rent to own. I get over 300 people raising their hand every month wanting to buy my rent to own homes.
Nice.
And then the fourth pillar is automation. How do I run this 7-figure income business per year in less than 10 hours per week? All right.
Wow.
So all about automation using virtual assistants. So let me talk for just a quick minute about each one of those 4 pillars.
Go ahead, Jay.
First pillar, finding deals. So if you're a wholesaler and you just want to make wholesale fees and you don't want to stay in the deal, you still got to find the houses. So what I teach at this event, I got 55 different ways I find houses. All right.
Wow.
But now we focus on just a few handful that gets the best results. So I will pull the curtain back at the event next week, and I'll show all your people at the event, the attendees, how I find the hot, motivated sellers before the other real estate investors even know they exist.
Gotcha. Wow.
So how, if you're in a competitive market, Eddie, you're probably in a pretty competitive market, right?
Atlanta, Georgia, it's competitive.
It's competitive, right? So bunch of real estate investors there. I'm gonna blow everybody's mind next week and show you how to get in touch with the motivated sellers before
right.
whether you're a wholesaler, rehabber, sandwich lease option person, I don't care. You got to find the deals. I'm going to plug you into the deals. All right.
Gotcha.
In fact, that one strategy that I'm going to teach next week accounts for over 25% of my business.
Nice.
Okay?
Wow.
Nice.
So that's pillar number one.
Okay.
Pillar number two is funding deals on my lands. So on Wednesday morning, October 9th, from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, 4 hours. I'll give you one break. 4 hours straight. I'm going to teach everything I know about private money. How to locate the private lenders, the private lending program we offer up, how to not have to rely on hard money, how to locate existing private lenders, individuals that's loaning money out with the touch of a button on your computer.
Wow.
I got 12,000 private lender deals coming into my private lender data feed every month. So just that 4 hour session, Wednesday morning, October 9th, is going to be worth 1,000 times more than this stupid ticket price of $397. All right. That's the morning. Now, on the afternoon of the second day, we're talking about funding. I got about a dozen of mine and Carol Joy's private lenders coming to the event.
Oh my Lord.
For you to network with. The
Wow.
network. They got a fantastic VIP reception. So when they go register at that link, they can read about VIP as to whether they want to be a VIP or not.
Gotcha.
But the VIP reception, you can network with the private lenders and et cetera. Okay. So that's funding. So we got finding, funding. Now we
were talking about that yesterday. Let me stay there for just 30 seconds, if you don't mind. Eddie, remember yesterday, Eddie, he was saying he had turned on one of his, a friend of his, to a private lender, and they had messed it all up. I'm saying Eddie holds his private lenders to the vest. It's not generally speaking, investors don't release that type of information.
Yeah. Exactly. I had one, Jake. Private money lender. I actually turned the guy onto two of my lenders. So one loaned them $50,000 and the other $30,000 to do this rehab. They bought it on a short sale and renovated the property. And I told the guy to just sell it on owner financing so he can get the full price back. But he panicked and sold it for cheap. But when he sold it for cheap, he couldn't. It wasn't enough to pay both lenders off. So the first lender only walked away with about 30 grand out of 50, and the second one didn't get anything, man.
My word.
Jesus Christ, man. So
we need to make sure they get trained. Jay can train them up so they know exactly how to exit the property the right way.
Yeah, man.
Oh my word. Absolutely. Yeah, we will fix that at the live event next week for sure.
Good.
Sorry about that.
No. I'm glad you shared that because I mean, here's the deal. When your Roundup family learns how to access this private money the way I do, they will have people literally trying to throw money at them.
Yeah, I know.
Literally. I mean, I had one, my lands. On my lands, I talked to this lady, Friday last week. She was referred to me. She wanted to be a private lender for me. She says, Jay, I got $100 grand. What do? Write you a check? No, you do not write me a check. So again, next week, your Roundup family is going to have people after they come to my event ready to throw money at them. So I'm going to teach all the attendees how to take care of your private lenders so they don't get, it's a win-win-win-win-win. Everything I teach, everybody involved in the transaction is going to be winning and be protected. Keep it secure. So thanks for sharing that, Eddie. So that's the private money and the funding. Again, that's got nothing to do with your credit. It's got nothing to do with your experience. It's got nothing to do with your verification of income. It's got nothing to do with verification of your assets. All that stuff a bank and a hard money lender and a mortgage company is going to ask for. In this world, we set the rules.
Yes.
So I'm going to teach Roundup family next week how to set the rules to where you're in the driver's seat. You know, when I was borrowing money from the banks made the rules, right? In this world of private money, we make the rules. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll be teaching all that next week. Now,
Real quick, Roundup family, if you're just joining us, this is I'm hanging out with Eddie. This is Jay Connor. We're going over his cash flow conference that Eddie and I will actually be at next week, October 9th. So get registered. The link is below, and Jay is going over his 4 pillars. We're on pillar number 3. Jay, hit it.
Pillar number 3 is how do we flip them? How do we sell them fast? So for everybody that's going to be interested, oh, by the way, I got to share this before I do this pillar real quick. Got to share this. So one thing I'm going to teach that is going to, it's going to be a light bulb moment. Actually, it's going to be a life-changing moment. I'm going to teach Roundup family there at the event how I never take any of my own money to a closing when I purchase. I never take any of my own money, and I always get a big check.
Nice.
So who's interested in buying houses without taking any of your money to the closing table and pick up a check? This afternoon, I got 2 closings in 33 minutes from now. I'm bringing home, in fact, I'll bring copies of these checks at the event next week. I'm bringing home $98,343 this afternoon.
Good Lord, man.
Getting paid. Mercy, have mercy.
What I'm talking about, Jay.
Jay, you too much, man. You too much.
And look, I'm also going to teach you the event how you get 3 checks on every transaction. These are just my first checks on the buying. I still got checks coming. If I sell it on rent to own, it's still got checks coming when I cash out. So, hallelujah. All right. So, third pillar. So, flipping. So, if you're interested in rehabbing, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But if you're interested in rehabbing, the afternoon of the first day, afternoon, October 9th. By the way,
I want to be in.
My birthday, October 9th. First day.
Wow.
It's my wife's birthday, Jay.
I'll tell you what, white boy is having birthday party. Yes.
Oh my God, man.
And having a big old cake celebration at VIP. Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's right. Carol Joy got me a big old cake ordered.
Oh,
anyway,
my Lord.
So anyway, if you're into rehabbing, okay, the afternoon of the first day, we're going to go on a luxury bus tour. And I'm talking luxury bus tour. This is all included with the ticket access. By the way, Kris, and we got to tell them that $397 is for 2 people. So you can bring a guest.
They can just charge $200.
You either come by yourself for $397 or you can bring a guest for free along with your ticket access. All right.
Crazy.
So it is crazy. So if you're into rehabbing, the afternoon, we're going to go look at our houses. So this is a very, very different bus tour than what people may have experienced at another event.
Yeah.
We're not looking at houses in the multiple listing service.
Okay.
We're going to be looking at the houses that we are doing, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll be looking at houses that we just have finished. In fact, 2 of them I'm putting on the tour. One of them we just finished yesterday. The other one we're finishing this coming Friday. They'll be totally staged by our interior designer, Beth Garner. She's going to be on the tour. My general contractors and crew leaders are going to be on the tour, so people can learn how we find these contractors. That's one big thing that rehabbers have a hard time doing is finding contractors. So I'll be teaching how you find the contractors, how you hold them accountable, and how they get it done on time.
Right? Yeah, that's a big one.
So we're going to go look at these houses. If time permits, we'll go look at a house that we're like in midstream on the rehab. And look, I'm going to show all the numbers. I'm going to teach how we found these hot smoking deals, what I paid for them, how much the rehab cost was by budget line item. So you can get a feel as to the cost of the rehab and what I'm selling it for in my exit strategy. So if you're in rehabbing, definitely that's going to be an exciting time afternoon.
Yeah, first is what I'm ready for.
Yep. Now, selling fast. I'm also going to teach on the morning of the second day my selling fast system, how I can sell any house in 3 days or less. I say sell it, get it under contract in 3 days or less. So I'll be teaching my rent to own exit strategy. So, new real estate investors are a little worried they might be get stuck with a house and they don't want to pull the trigger, right? So I'm going to put that worry to bed, selling houses fast using my rent to tour system. Gotcha. And then is automation. The third day is all about bringing in my expert panel of how I automate this business.
Okay.
I want to have a real estate attorney, my realtor, my virtual assistant, my transaction engineer and acquisitionist, Miss Kim, that's been with me for 12 years, right? Negotiating the deals. And so what's beautiful about day 3 in automation is the attendees, Roundup family, will be able to see exactly how this business model works and go back home and duplicate it in their markets, or just pick and choose what aspects of how I do that. Maybe you got Roundup family wants to come just to see how I find these smoking hot deals before the other real estate investors. So again, we've got training and coaching at this event that is very valuable, again, for the newbies and for the seasoned real estate investors. And I don't know what you all going to be teaching, on your session, but I mean, we just let that be a surprise. I mean, I could just turn you loose and you'd go 3 days nonstop yourself.
Do you do any subject to stuff, Jay? Do you cover any subject to it all on here?
Not cover. Well, I talk about it and I explain how it works, but I don't dive deep on subject to.
Yeah,
I know you and Eddie do, and I do a lot of subject to. I just don't teach it very much at this event.
Gotcha.
So if you and Eddie want to dive deep on subject to at my event, you might can do that.
Cool. Okay. Wow.
And another thing too, I mean, look, I've already got right at 100 people already double confirmed and registered for this event. They're coming from all over the nation. So another big benefit of this event is the networking that everybody gets on the breaks and lunches and at dinner at night.
Nice.
That's always great.
So is this close to some Emerald Island? Is it Emerald Island? Is that
it's Emerald Isle. So emerald, like the stone, and then Isle, ISLE. And again, they will get that resort contact information and phone number right after they register.
Yeah, I need to do that immediately after we get done with this. Okay, what else did you know, Jay, before we get you out of here? I know you got to be done it too.
Yep, I think I'm good, and I'm excited to having you all at the event. Yes. And I mean, all I can say is get registered now. jconnor.com /KRISLIVE, Kris Live.
Jay, I'm honored, brother, that you would even do this for me. I know we're kind of developing our relationship. It's just amazing to be able to hang out with winners like you and Eddie.
Awesome, man. I'm looking forward to being with both you and Eddie. I'm pumped, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be. This could be the best event I've ever put on ever.
Wow, nice.
I can't wait. I'm excited too.
Me too. Okay,
information, guys. If you miss out on this for $400,
$400, yeah, y'all be ashamed.
What's wrong with you? I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right,
this is worth the money.
Okay, Jay, I'll let you go, brother Jay.
All right, I'll see y'all in person next week.
Yes, see you, Jay.
All right, bye.
Oh, you get it.
Wow.
That's talk about a daggone fire hydrant Roundup family.
Man, we couldn't even get this kind of information. Man, come on. Who we learned from? You gotta have at least $5,000. When I signed up for the seminar, 5-day millionaire maker seminar, man, Kris, it was $5,000.
I believe you. $5,000. Yeah. Wow. His energy, man, is just truly amazing. I'm just like just to be around a dude. How you meet a lot of guys. I meet a lot of guys. I mean, I could imagine how many people you meet in the day. But just hanging out with this dude, my friend, has really changed. It's really raised my level of thinking, brother.
Yeah, Jay always got that good energy, man. Good information. This is a guy me and Kris can vouch for, guys. So definitely, you got to come to this event. Plus, we want to meet you guys too.
Yeah.
Now let's have a party.
Me, Eddie, I'm gonna get out of the room as soon as we get off, Eddie. So I will get to meet you next Wednesday, October 9th.
Yes,
Eddie,
sir. That's my wife's birthday, man.
Yeah, that's something. You got to make sure you better flowers the day before, my friend.
Yeah, and Jay's birthday. That's crazy, huh?
That is crazy. All right, Roundup family. I got to get to work. It's 2:00.
You want to take some questions or you out?
I got to do something let me see. We'll do 1 or 2 real quick. Got to get out of here.
Okay.
I've been waiting. Love to move. Oliver wants to buy your course. We need to get that course set back up. I need to get that link, Eddie. Oliver. Sorry about that.
Oliver, email Kris. Kris, what's your
it's Kris. You go to my website, krishaskins.com, and just hit contact us.
Right. And we'll get that. We got to get Kris link straightened out.
If you buy the house cash in an LLC? Valencia wants to know, is it possible to cash out with it being in the LLC? Absolutely. You can do that. You have to make sure you sign personally on the debt probably, though. Jerry Blackwell is closing on a property in North Carolina with you right now. Praise God.
Oh, my boy Jerry. What's up, Jerry? We got us one, baby. Subject 2.
I don't see anyone's art. Well, last one, Jewel. If you're doing a subject 2, just starting out, can your lease rent-to-own buyer pay the back payments and the down payment?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
As long as you don't have no sale date tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
As long as you got enough time.
Round up, family. We got to get out of here. Eddie, I'll see you next week. And anything else? No, that's it. Let me get the hotel room right now.
All right, guys. We love you guys. Keep going. Never give up. Never quit.
There you
And
go.
get to that event, man. I promise you, man. This is going to be mind-boggling.
I can't wait to
For
meet
real.
you. Okay. All right. Peace.
All right.